if this happens, it's going to drastically change the lights class to much slower bikes. Much slower bikes. Brian? Much? Really? What have you heard? If Jett takes that negative energy, says that helps me stand on business, and then goes out there and loses the chase, negative comments, I don't think that's gonna work, Jett. I don't think it's gonna work, man. Chase was beating Webb and Eli straight up in 2023. He just was taking the front end to the laundromat. I know I'm making good points. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here, and we are just a few days away from Anaheim 1. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Guys, we are almost there. Actually, my Peacock subscription ended on Christmas Day, and I have not renewed it yet. I'm not renewing that thing until... I'm not renewing it until probably like tomorrow or like Thursday, probably Friday, to be honest. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about Brian Deegan and the huge comment he just dropped in the latest The Deegans video. And we're going to talk about a question I asked last video, which was, if Jett gets a whole shot, who can catch him? I want to flip it around. If Chase gets a whole shot, who can catch him? If you guys enjoy that, stick around. First, before I get into anything, I want to give a big shout out to my biggest supporter, my Lord, my Savior, Jesus Christ. He's my rock. He's my foundation. He's my Savior. He is the Savior of the world. And then I want to give support to you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't already, if this is not your first time, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe, man. This is good. Welcome back. You know, you're always welcome here. But yeah, other ways you can support the channel right here, super thanks button, commenting, liking the video, sharing the video. If you're doing that, wow, you're amazing. And yeah, not gonna waste your time anymore. Let's get right into it. This is gonna be good. So guys, before I make these videos, I pray. I've been praying before I make the video. I pray before I think about what I'm going to put in the video. And you probably think I'm about to go into this whole spiel about a paid product placement and sponsor, but no. My number one counselor is my Lord, the advocate, my advocate with the Father. And I prayed that he would help me get some content, because there's nothing to talk about. We don't know what pro circuit guys are doing as of today, January 7th, 2025. And so I'm just like, you know, I wanted to put out another video, record something, but I'm like, I got nothing. So I wait. The Deegans drop a video and I got my content. So this is just letting you in on my process here. Brian Deegan says this. I'm not gonna play the audio or anything. You guys go watch the video for yourself. It's the Deegans channel, all right? But he says big bike changes are coming to the 250s in 2026 by AMA rules. And if this happens, then it's going to drastically change the lights class to much slower bikes. What? So it's important for Hayden to race the West Coast tracks to prepare to hop on a 450. This is huge. He's just casually talking about this, and I mean, part of me don't even feel like I should be saying this, but the way he's just casually talking about it, I'm like, here's my content. This is huge. So I want to break down his words here, guys. Let's break down his words. I had to write this down. That's what I'm reading over here, because I don't want to screw this up. People just be talking from their head here, but no, this is what he said. He said, big. Okay, now he was just casually talking, but I'm going to take his word here. All right, this is what he said. Big bike changes. What does this mean? Okay, now when I hear that, let's break every piece down here together. You guys jump in the comments, do what you do. I love that. I don't even care. Like I told this other guy, Scoop Free. Hey, yo, Scoop. Dude, people put silly comments. Yeah, I like them. I love them. I love them because they're commenting. Everyone has an opinion here. Light up the comments. Big bike changes. What do you think? There might be a guy watching this video who knows. Put a little something down there, man. Sprinkle a little of that information down there. Let's go. But big bike changes. So what I thought about when he said this, I had to think. I was like, first off, why big bike changes? When you look at the lap times from the fastest 250 guys, fastest 450 guys. I mean, they're off by like a second, maybe 2 if Jett goes out there and does full-blown kangaroo style. The 250s are fast. I mean, when Christian Craig was going out there on the Star 250, he was getting 450 lap times. He was faster. We were watching Christian Craig go out there, and I was sitting at home like, I want to see the guy race the 450 guys. I believe he can get first. And I remember when he came out there at Daytona, he was racing West, but he came to the Daytona track and like press day, I was bumped. I was like, I don't know what AMA is doing, but if Craig comes out here and races these 450 guys at Daytona, I'm gonna lose it. I was like just excited off of the thought that he was gonna do it. So I believe you put Hayden on 250 versus 450, he podium. That's just my opinion. He could podium. But yeah, man, big bike changes. You guys tell me what you think. Next to the 250s in 2026. So cool, we got 25. We're solid there. I bet Mitch hates this. Mitch loves tuning them PCs up. My guy's probably gonna be over there petitioning to change whatever this is that's coming. But then we got, if this happens, it's going to drastically change the lights class to much slower bikes. Much slower bikes. Brian? Much? Really? What have you heard? Much? So I'm like, what does this look like? Now, clearly, they don't want any part of this, the Deegans. And I love this. I love this. I love this. That they don't want to be slower. They don't want to be on slower bikes. So what's the next option? Oh, I hop on a faster bike, a 450. Doesn't matter who's racing. Jett, Brian, Hayden, they came in humble to the 250 class, in my opinion, saying, Brian, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna progress from race to race. Yeah, we probably could go faster, but we're gonna get a solid finish. You know, this is good, and I believe they're gonna carry that same mindset in the 450s. Deegan's ready to let her eat, but this is why it's good to have someone in your corner, especially a father, to give you that wisdom, that knowledge, to let you know how you can go farther, faster. Like how you can go faster, but not just faster, but farther. You're not just fast now and then broken bones later, you know. So this is good, man. And then the best thing he says, this is important for Hayden to race the West Coast track. So I'm thinking, maybe is this what fueled the decision to race the West Coast, you know, to prepare to hop on a 450. Guys, he has not raced, besides like the little futures, he did a few of them, but he has not raced this West Coast region. And yes, this is so important. Jett, man, he did both. He moved up. I didn't think about this, so I was super excited for him to come back to the East because I'm on the East. I was super biased. But man, I'm ready to see Deegan eat in the 450s. He's got to race this West Coast region. It has to happen, especially with this kind of news. So drop all your comments down there, man. You guys heard about this? I haven't heard about this. I just heard about it last night. So I think this is huge. This is cool to hear for a lot of reasons if you're a Hayden Deegan fan, but not cool if, you know, you're like the biggest fan of these 250 guys. I would say the biggest as in like you like Joe Shimoda more than Eli Tomac, because yeah, these guys who are staying out in lights class, what does this mean for them in 2026 if this happens? Because we don't know, but Brian said itself, if this happens, then it's gonna mean much slower bike. So yeah, but that's all I got for that part. We're gonna move on to the next segment, which is excuse me, I think I'm getting sick again. Can Jett catch Chase? Can anyone catch Chase? Can Chase catch Jett? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, this will probably be the last video I drop before press day. Who knows? I might could throw another one in there, but just saying, with the way I'm feeling, this head cold, I don't know. So I want to make this count. Chase Sexton, Jett Lawrence rivalry. We're in the middle of this rivalry. It's the James and Chad Reed. You know what I'm saying? Chase, Sexton. Now I see in the comments from the last video's question if Jett gets first or whole shots, could anyone catch him? Most people, I'm saying, yeah, people threw the Chase and Eli, but most people, what I'm hearing, I just watched 23 Media's podcast, go check those guys out. They're thinking Chase, you know, Chase is like the next guy that could be there to meet Jett and Hunter, but I don't think it would be Hunter because every time, every race that Jett and Hunter are by each other, Jett gets it done except for SMX in Texas. Man, I haven't seen Hunter. I haven't seen him put the speed on like Jett can put on. It's just, I haven't seen it. Eli, we haven't seen it. Do I think he could? Yes. But the most likely, and this is the biggest point I put in my notes here, is why I'm saying Chase over Eli is because we're going to see the Jett and Chase thing for years. I mean, sprinkle a little hating in there coming, but I'm gonna give him some time. So years. But Chase is the most capable, and if he has gotten this KTM dialed, and if they don't tank as a company and pay my guy, Chase in Supercross, let me be specific for you people out there thinking I'm talking about the whole thing, in Supercross, I believe could get it done. Chase is fast in Supercross. We forget. Because he had an off year, we forget. This dude was the fastest guy out there. I mean, every race day live, I'm like, all right, just ready to see Chase light up the leaderboard, just light up qualifying. Now, you know, every now and then we saw it last year, Chase gets up there, and then Jett, you can just see it, man. You can just see it in the body language. And just like, picking a turn where I'm gonna just send it a little harder in here. I'm gonna just rely on these Dunlops a little more. I'm gonna just rely on this spec tire a little more. I'm gonna just rely on this front end not tunking a little more. Like, you can just see him going a little bit harder. I don't see that from everybody else. Like Tomac, when he gets in his beast mode, I'll be honest, he looks like beast mode all the time. It's just some races, if he gets a good start, he'll sprinkle in a little something different. But Jett, man, he just lights these dudes up, man, and does things on a dirt bike that I don't think anybody else is doing. And I look at body position, body language, and I just see a whole different thing come out. This is why, me personally, I'm excited to see Jett race Hayden, is because the both of those guys look like animals on a dirt bike. Chase is smooth. He doesn't look super aggressive. He just looks like he knows how to make the bike go faster. And I feel like his technique, he's not making any changes to his technique for when the bike goes faster. Hence, now we're gonna have some problems. Now I'm gonna take it to KTM or whoever it is and say, hey, something's up with this bike because I'm going faster and the bike's not liking it. Jett and Hunter on record, Racer X, their preview show when they talked about Jett and Hunter, I think that was preview show number 2, said that the Lawrences don't do that. They adapt to the bike. Hey, I'm going super fast here. The bike's doing something. Let me do something different on the bike. This is great. This is the difference, guys. This is the difference from championships and second place. Championships and second place, okay? So what is Chase going to do this year? I hope Chase has heard this. Maybe Chase will stop chasing setup and start chasing Chase. Look in the mirror and say, man, this bike, I mean, I got KTM, they're throwing everything at this thing. Maybe I need to do something different. But I believe if Chase gets a whole shot, I could see Jett putting in some work. Let's say Chase gets a whole shot, Jett is second. I could see Jett catching up to Chase. This would be like epic. I believe that we got to see a battle with Jett and Eli last year, so I feel like when we see one this year, it's not going to hit the same because we got that. We did not see a straight up Jett and Chase battle at Supercross 2024. Prove me wrong, because I'm okay with that. I want to go back and watch it. But we did not see in Supercross a straight up Jett and Chase battle. We didn't see it, man. I want to see what happens if Chase gets whole shot, Jett is second. I want to pay to see that, and I'm gonna pay for it by getting Peacock. Ugh. You let me know what you think. I believe this will be more talked about if we got to see Chase and Jett battle. Chase is more positive. I don't know if that's a good thing. Jett is more negative, focus on negative. It seems to be working for him right now, right? Or 2024 was working. I don't know next year. If Jett takes that negative energy, says that helps me stand on business, and then goes out there and loses the chase, negative comments. I don't think that's gonna work, Jett. I don't think it's gonna work, man. That's me personally. So it's easy to say that from the top. You know, I get negative comments, but I'm the champion. What happens when you get negative comments and you're losing? This is what happened to Chase. So this is why I say, gotta watch what you say. Take it to the Lord and just be patient and just wait. You guys let me know what you guys think, man. I'm just excited for A1. Not many things to talk about. This is what came to me. This is what I'm giving to you. So, yeah, man, I'm just excited to see these guys line up. I can make a million videos. I really could, but I'm not. That's not how I want to operate. That's not how I'm going to operate. But, man, can Eli catch Chase if he gets in the lead? If we're going off 2024 performance, yes, he can, but we don't know anything. I don't know anything. It's just exciting to talk about. Let's say a 2023 Chase speed, the speed that he had in Supercross 2023. Take that speed, put up against Jett. What do you got? Because he was beating Eli. Chase looked like the Jett of 2024 in Supercross. He just was crashing. Jett was not crashing. So I know I'm making good points. So for you liars who are gonna get down in the comments, you don't bother me. I know I'm making good points. Chase was beating Webb and Eli straight up in 2023. He just was taking the front end to the laundromat. That's it. That's it. So Jett did not take the front end to the laundromat, okay? He wasn't washing the front end, for you people who don't understand. I used to be a rapper, so this stuff just be coming to me, man. I don't know. All right. So this is good. I'm at 20 minutes. Some of you probably want more. I gotta go eat breakfast, man, and I'm not feeling good. But what do you guys think about this, man? This is cool stuff to talk about. I cannot wait for the season. I'm gonna be all over this thing, man. So be sure to subscribe, support the channel in whatever way that you're called to, whether you're liking, commenting, super chat. I mean, not super chat, the super thanks button. Whatever it is you feel, guys, it's much appreciated. Thank you for your support. In the end, there'll be a few other videos. If you haven't caught them, go catch them like Ash. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. Hopefully the next time I'm in front of this camera is gonna be press day footage. I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be trackside. Okay, I'm not there yet. We got some work to do over here, but yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.